Hello everyone, this is Lolly. So today I am in Silhouette Design Studio. I want to show you one of my favorite little hacks. Many times when we're doing something, let me just draw a shape here. I'm just going to grab this little ellipse here. And then I'm going to click the arrow so it doesn't keep drawing ellipses every time I touch the screen. So let's change this line color to black. Okay, now when I want to fill this in, these are my color options. Now I had updated from the basic version of Silhouette Design Studio to the Designer Edition, and one of my favorite things is this eyedropper. So I want to show you how I use it. I love this. So I want to do this, but let's say I really want, let's say a red, but you notice how, oops, I gotta highlight it first. You notice how, let's go back to the fill, not the line, but the fill. The reds are a very, very bright red, but what if I wanted a darker red? I can go online and I can search rose and click on images. Let's see some really dark colors like this one here. I'm going to right click, save image as. I'm just going to save it to my desktop. Red rose, save. Okay, I'm going to go back here. I'm just going to move over here. One of the things I like to do is just to move this over like this so I can find my image here. Where is it? There it is. And just drag it onto my workshop here, my work area. Okay, I'm going to make this bigger again. Okay, this is huge, but I like how huge it is. I'm going to move my ellipse right here. Now all I have to do is grab this eyedropper, click it, and then point wherever I want, and you can see the color changes here. So now if I click this, I click my color, and it's a nice deep red. Let's say I want more of these, more colors of the red. I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy this. I know I could, oops, I'm going to duplicate it, and I could, let me duplicate it again. So I'm going to click the eyedropper again, and let's go for even a deeper color right here. Look at that. Okay, for this one, because now that it's highlighted, all I have to do is just click this instead of my little box here. Let's see if we can find another layer right there. Okay, now I have these three colors that I love. They're way deeper than this. And just for giggles, let's show you again. Let's duplicate this. I want to show you a comparison. This was the original red that is as dark as it comes with Silhouette Design Studio, but I have created all of these. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this here by clicking delete. All right, now I want to show you what I do because I want to save these colors. Clearly this one is saved right over here, but I want to be able to find these again and not have to go through all this again. So I'm going to move these over, and here's what I like to do. Come over here. Actually, I'm going to move these over here, highlight them both and drag them. I'm going to click this. I like this shape, the rounded rectangle. I'm going to hold the shift button while clicking and dragging. And let's see how big I want that. And I'm going to come over here to the color and go back to no color. Oops, the line needs to be black. Okay. But I think I need the line to be a little thicker. There we go. Oops, it's not. There we go. Okay. I want more of these. So I'm going to fill my whole page. I'm going to click this. Maybe, let's see, object, replicate, and then fill page. You see that? Now I have an entire page of these. I'm going to call them paint palettes. And so I'm going to click one at a time, go to the color, use the eyedropper, and select this one. Now I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go down here, use the eyedropper, select that one, use the eyedropper, select this one. Okay, now I have these little miniature, I'm going to delete all of these here. Now I have these miniature colors that I can come back and grab again for other projects. So I'm going to save this, save as, save to library, but what I want to name it, I want it to be easily found. So I'm going to name it with a number 1 paint palette. I think I spelled palette wrong. And make sure it's in user designs. Okay, now when I go to my library, it'll be at the top of my user designs because of the way I named it with a 1 first. Okay, so how I'm going to use that, if I have another project going, and let's say I want to make a ladybug, I'm going to grab the ellipse, hold the shift button. Holding the shift button makes the horizontal and vertical dimensions the same. So let's say I want that. And I am going to grab this, make an ellipse, and I'm going to hold the shift and make some little various dots here. Okay. And I want all these, the lines to be black. Okay. But I want to use my reds. So I'm going to go to my library, open up my paint palette. I'm going to select the color I want, this one, right click it and copy. Come over here, right click and paste. Now I haven't done anything to ruin my paint palette. It's there. I just copied it over here, and now I can come and grab my colors here. First I need to highlight that one. Use the eyedropper and use that. So now I have the exact color of red that I want. Now I think what I'm going to do, this one's a little big. For all of these, I can make them black. Oops. I think what I need to do is to balance this left and right, center it in other words. There we go. And I also want the head to, let's see if I want it back. I'm going to right click it and I say send to back. I think I like that better. Now I just need to add some little dots all over. And I have a much better image of a ladybug than, because with this color of red than the other color red. You either like orangey red or bluish red, and I like bluish red. So this is what you can do. But even at that, you can always come over here to the colors and say, I don't like the color of orange. I don't like the color of browns. I think the browns are really lacking. You can always search, trees or whatever. Same thing with any of these colors that you want. I have found I like a lot of mauve, and these really are not the colors of mauve that I like. So this is just one way of saving. Every time you create a color, a custom color, to save it in this palette and just keep saving it. When you're done with it, just keep clicking save until you get this whole thing filled. And then the very next time you create another palette, you can just copy this entire palette, duplicate it onto a new worksheet, and then you can fill these boxes with different colors. So I hope that helped. I really have enjoyed. This has saved me so much frustration in choosing the right colors. And to me, this ability of the Designer Edition Silhouette Design Studio is so worth it. I think this alone, if you do any designing at all, you are going to love the eyedropper. Thank you for watching. I have links down below on some information you might want and how to get the Designer Edition at a discount price.